Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Rob Jarrell, bringing to you another quick counter. Actually kind of dangerous because I am finally on my way home. But I wanted to talk about a fight that we did not talk about coming up this weekend. It's going to be Hank Lundy versus Mauricio Herrera. As we know, Herrera had a rough 2014. He lost to Jose Benavidez and to Danny Garcia in two fights, which a lot of people actually thought they won. I thought it was really close versus Garcia. It could have went either way, but I did think he won against Benavidez. Now, he's fighting a guy in Hank Lundy who has had the hard way coming up. But he has promise, he does hit hard, and he's always in a fight, especially if you can't get him out of there early. So I think it's going to be a fight to watch because Mauricio Herrera is not a heavy puncher by no means, while Lundy is heavy-handed. So Herrera really has to keep Lundy off of him, which I don't know if he's going to be able to do that because Lundy can come forward, he can have a little rhythm where he can pop in and out, he can dip, so that Herrera will score with jabs, and he does a good job at, straight punches, the lead right and a jab as well. But he really doesn't have the pop to really stop Lundy. Maybe he can throw a stiffer jab to keep him off of him, but to be honest, I can see Lundy maybe not winning big, but it can be 8-4 type of fight. Herrera is one of those guys that can really make you look bad if you're not careful, like what he did with Garcia, like what he did versus Benavidez, and even in his fight with Provodnikov. The only thing was those guys were, a lot of guys he fought, especially those, were kind of limited with defensively, and he did a good job of taking away what Garcia does best, and that's punching with his opponent. Now, Garcia had the physical advantages, he's had the speed advantages, but with his guard and just utilizing that jab and not really hooking as much, and then putting the pressure on Garcia, especially up against the ropes, he really showed he can prove his mettle, and he has a really good chin. But against Lundy, I can see, if I'm not mistaken, it's 12 rounds, but I can definitely see it being a fight, but Lundy putting more rounds away as the fight goes on. If you didn't know, the fight is on HBO Latino. If you have that, I do. In Richmond, it's like 305 or something like that, 306. But it is on television. If you could take the Hispanic telecast, or if you are Hispanic and you're tuning in, please watch it. Hit us up. Let us know what you think about it, okay? Everyone else came in on weight with Thurman versus Collazo, Nelson versus Harrison, and Herrera versus Lundy. So it should be a pretty decent night of fights. Could be some ugly performances, could be some really good performances. These guys have really got to prove themselves, and the winner of Lundy and Herrera should be an eliminator for someone. I believe they said Lucas Matisse at 140. I'm not sure, I have to double check that, but yeah, the winner of this should be getting a title shot, I believe. I'll double check and I'll put it in the comments. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Definitely hit us up on Facebook, subscribe, Google+, email. We want to hear from you. There's a lot of stuff going on, and we're looking forward to a good second half of the year of fights. Peace.